You know that feeling when everyone around you seems to be thriving financially? Except you? Your friends are traveling to Europe, your coworkers are driving brand new SUVs, and on Instagram, it's all designer bags, fancy brunches, and luxury apartments. And you? Working hard, trying to save, yet always feeling like you're one step behind. But what if I told you that, most of the time, it's just an illusion? That the wealth you see might not be as real as it seems? The truth is, we live in an era where appearances matter more than ever, and it's never been easier to look rich without actually being rich. Social media plays a huge role in this. How many times have you seen someone post about an expensive dinner, a dream vacation, or a closet full of new clothes? But what no one shows are the maxed out credit cards, student loans, or the stress of maintaining that image. What we see are the highlights of people's financial lives, never the behind-the-scenes reality. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Why does it feel like everyone has more money than you? And how can you stop falling into the comparison trap and focus on what really matters, your own financial journey? Have you ever stopped to think about how many people are just keeping up appearances? That friend who's always wearing designer clothes and dining at fancy restaurants, but never talks about her credit card debt. That coworker who just got a brand new car, but is now drowning in monthly payments. That couple living in a huge house, but arguing every night because the bills don't add up. The reality is, having a luxurious lifestyle doesn't mean having real wealth. Nowadays, with easy financing and buy now, pay later deals everywhere, so many people are spending money they don't have just to keep up a certain image. And the worst part? This culture of overspending creates a false reality, making you feel bad for no reason. You see these people and think you're falling behind, when, in reality, many of them are just faking prosperity. So before you compare yourself, ask, does this person actually have money? Or do they just look like they do? Because what matters isn't what someone posts on Instagram, it's what's left in their bank account at the end of the month. Comparing your financial life to others is a direct path to frustration and bad money decisions. When you see someone buying something new, traveling, or living what seems like a perfect lifestyle, it's tempting to keep up, right? Even when, deep down, it doesn't make sense for your financial situation. And that's how so many people end up spending money they don't have, just to feel like they're on the same level as everyone else. Buying designer clothes they barely wear, subscribing to streaming services they never watch, saying yes to expensive nights out, all just to avoid feeling less than. But you know what happens next? The bills come due, and so does the stress. This cycle is dangerous because it traps you in a race that never ends. There will always be someone who seems richer, who just bought something more expensive, who looks like they're ahead. If you're stuck in the comparison game, you'll never feel like you're enough. So ask yourself, do you want to build a solid financial future for yourself, or just impress people for a moment? The choice is yours. Financial comparison steals your peace, but the good news is, you can break free from it. It all starts with a mindset shift. Instead of focusing on what others are doing, focus on what truly matters to you. Ask yourself, what are my financial priorities? Maybe your goal is to pay off debt, build an emergency fund, or invest for the future. Whatever it is, your goals need to be based on your reality, not on someone else's filtered life. Another important step, start tracking your own progress. Small wins, like saving a little extra each month or resisting an impulse buy, are already a huge step forward. When you focus on your journey, you start feeling proud of your decisions, instead of frustrated for not being on someone else's level. Remember, financial success isn't about looking rich today. It's about ensuring you have freedom and security tomorrow. Okay, now that you understand how comparison can hurt your financial life, let's talk about what really matters. How to build real wealth without falling into this trap. First, get clear on your goals. What do you want to achieve financially in the next 5 years? Do you want a solid emergency fund? A down payment for a house? Investments that allow you to retire comfortably? When you have a clear plan, it's so much easier to ignore distractions. Second, avoid impulse spending driven by comparison. Before you buy something, Ask yourself, do I really need this? Or am I just trying to impress someone? Small decisions, like cooking at home instead of ordering DoorDash every night, or canceling subscriptions you barely use, make a huge difference in the long run. And most importantly, focus on sustainable financial growth. Building wealth isn't about owning expensive things. It's about having options, having savings, being able to say no to a job you hate, traveling without going into debt. That's real financial freedom. So instead of asking, why does she have more money than me? Swing the question to, what can I do today to create a financially secure future for myself? If there's one thing you should take away from this video, it's this. You are not behind. Your financial journey is yours. And what matters isn't looking rich now. It's building a stable, pressure-free, and comparison-free financial life. The internet, society, even friends and family might make you feel like you're falling behind. But the truth? Many of those people who seem ahead are actually struggling just to keep up appearances. And you? You're focused on what truly matters. So take a deep breath. And remember, every step you take on your financial journey, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to a future of security and freedom. What others do or don't do doesn't change that. Now tell me in the comments, what's the biggest lesson you took from this video? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.